Plenty of blood, sweat, and tears on Ohio State's campus today, and that's just from the kids moving into the dorms. The football team had their share of all of that the past 2 weeks in what we affectionately call Camp Urban. Hours of jumping and tumbling culminate into one defining moment at the national championships, where each of these athletes try not only to overcome their fears, but also some of the top competitors in the country. It's a packed house here at Gahanna Lincoln, where the Lions are taking on the Stallions of these sales. We've got the highlights coming up next on Football Friday Night. Braxton Miller will start at quarterback for Ohio State this season. Well, that's about a statement as obvious as Usain Bolt runs fast, but it's important to note that Miller does not take snaps alone during training camp. In fact, the Bucs need a super camp from his backups in order to breathe a little easier this season. One thing to keep your eye on is the Penn State players and recruits. Will they stay or will they go? You better bet that Urban Meyer and his staff are going to keep a close eye on that and see if they can grab someone that can help the Buckeyes. In Murfield Village, Chase Evans, NBC4 Sports. You think playing in front of 105,000 fans on Saturday is tough? Well, try facing 100 members of the media. Today, Ohio State's annual media day here at the Woody Hayes Athletic Center, and a lot of the talks surrounding Urban Meyer and his new approach to Buckeye football. In sports, we talk a lot about heroes and warriors and battles, but on weekends like this, we come to appreciate who the real heroes really are. From "That's the craziest thing I've ever heard" file, this nugget first reported by the Dispatch today that the New York Islanders were so enamored with defenseman Ryan Murray in the NHL draft today that the Islanders were willing to trade all of their draft picks in exchange for the Jackets at number 2. That's right, all of them. In all, there are 41 freshmen on the Buckeyes roster this season, and they're all designated with a single black stripe through the middle of their helmet. Typically, rookies try to earn their stripes, but in this case, they're trying to get rid of it. The list of Tiger Woods' accomplishments goes on and on. He's now won 5 times here at Murfield Village and 73 PGA Tour victories. That actually ties him second all-time with Jack Nicklaus. But it was what he did right here, right off the 16th green on Sunday, that has made him legendary in some eyes.
I don't think, under the circumstances, I've ever seen a better shot. And
the circumstances were dire. Sitting one shot back with water long and little green to work with, he decided to go for it. And then it happened.
Look at this, might go in, might go in, might go in. It is in.
The chip heard around the golf world, or at least Murfield Village. He went on to birdie 18 and take the Memorial by 2 strokes. But it started with a shot that not even he could have predicted.
It just fell in. I didn't think it was going to get there at one point. I thought it was going to be short, kind of like 16 at Augusta. I thought I was going to leave it short somehow, and then it fell in.
It fell, and so did his competitors, including Rory Sabatini and Spencer Levine, who crumbled down the stretch. The fearsome Tiger of old seemed to regain his edge.
Just every shot was exactly the same. The shape, the trajectory, I had distance control. I had it all today.
His all-around effort has him confident for the U.S. Open, now just 2 weeks away. It leaves you wondering, is Tiger back?
I won. I'm sure by Tuesday I'll be retired and done. And then by the time I teed up at U.S. Open, I might have ready something different. But I'll let you guys figure that out.
Just like his shot on Sunday, right now, Tiger has everything right where he wants it. From Dublin, Chase Evans, NBC4 Sports. Braxton Miller will start at quarterback for Ohio State this season. Well, that's about a statement as obvious as Usain Bolt runs fast, but it's important to note that Miller does not take snaps alone during training camp. In fact, the Bucs need a super camp from his backups in order to breathe a little easier this season. Miller's been roundly praised by Urban Meyer and coordinator Tom Herman for his transition to the new spread offense, but they've been just as chatty about senior Kenny Guyton. Guyton's development is huge, especially with a quarterback who likes to run the football and may take a few hits in front of him.
He's a lot. He's a great leader. Everybody look up to him as well too, and we just keep working hard as two.
Biggest improvement, just coming out and having leadership, with the team. I'm an older guy now. People looking up to me, so I have to lead.
Among the players fighting injury concerns, receiver Evan Spencer left practice today with an apparent knee injury. No word yet on his prognosis. Safety Orion Johnson left with an illness. Stunning news today out of LSU, where the Honey Badger got booted. One of college football's most highly regarded players will not play it down for the Tigers this season. Defensive back Tyrann Mathieu has been kicked off the team by head coach Les Miles for team rules violations. Mathieu was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy just this past season. The preseason begins tonight for both the Bengals and the Browns. Cincinnati opens tonight at home against the Sideshow, which is known as the New York Jets. Bengals looking to find some depth at the receiver position in the preseason behind A.J. Green. The Browns open tonight in Detroit with Brandon Weeden as the clearly defined starting quarterback, but they will be without running back Trent Richardson, who underwent knee surgery yesterday. A quick reminder, the Crew has postponed tomorrow's scheduled game with Toronto FC. That's so the team can attend Kirk Urso's funeral. It's going to be in Illinois on Saturday. Urso was a Crew rookie this past season who died just this past Sunday. The game will now be played on August 22nd. Finally, second round of the PGA Championship at Kauai Island, and business just picked up. Tiger Woods finds himself near the top of the leaderboard after a wild and windy day where scores ballooned 5 under at last check. Carl Peterson remains in front at 7 under par. Get this, Ricky Fowler and Hunter Mahan, they both shot an 80. Dayton Club pro Doug Wade shot a 93. A lot of high scores there. Jen's final look at your forecast is next.